Hey, dreamers, and welcome to Dreamers Unite, the talk show for dreamers. I am your host, Sherry Pullum, and as usual, I am grateful that you have joined us on this channel and on this show because you could be doing anything else. So thank you for your time. Well, on this show, we talk about how do we manifest our dreams, right? Because dreams are sacred gifts to us that sometimes only we can see. But how do we manifest it? So we have guests that come on the show. I catch as many golden nuggets as I can, and I throw them out to you because we learn from each other's stories and we learn from each other's journeys. The good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent. It all is what makes us unique and special, and it helps us to live the best life that we can. And hopefully that's a life that is fulfilling our purpose and our calling. So today, my team and I have compiled another great Top Nuggets episode from our guests, and we are going to share it with you. So enjoy.
The thing that's one thing that if you, for your audience, like, when we say, you got to invest in yourself, that's true. That's absolutely true. Like, yeah, apps are free and yeah, things are free and you could get things done on Fiverr or whatever. But you really need to, depending on your goals, you really need to take the time to actually invest in what you're doing.
That's right.
Learn, read, if you have to go to workshops, if you have to listen to, a lot of stuff is free on YouTube. There's a lot of free YouTube information. But it is important to take the time to learn your market. Before I even started really getting serious about it, I went to a lot of events and people didn't know who I was. I would just, buy a ticket and go and scope out who was who. And, you meet one person, this person introduces you to another person. Hi, I'm Tevra. And I'm, especially back then, I was literally new in town. So, but even that takes the time, like time away from my husband, time away from my home, but it's an investment as well. Like you can't just expect everything to just kind of be handed to you. Like I put a lot of miles on that car going to various events all over North Jersey just to get to know how to get, like I didn't know anything about Patterson. I didn't know anything about Newark. I didn't know anything about, I live down the street from Inglewood, so that's easy. But even the intricacies within Inglewood, I'm still learning every day. But then not everybody lives in the big three. The people live in, I don't live in the big three. A lot of people live in Crestkill and Garfield and Lodi and all of these other places. So I have to explore those as well. So taking that time to invest in your product and invest in your brand makes you more believable because you've done the work and you actually put in the time.
Yes, 100%. 100%. So here I'm catching that nugget. Value yourself. Okay. Put in the work, put in the time, put a value, monetary value on what you do, and do what? Ask for it.
Yeah.
Ask for it. And if that person says no, keep going on. It wasn't for them. Move on and learn and grow and do not give up.
No.
Boom. Catch that nugget.
Yeah.
That. Okay.
I say study, study, study. Now, don't study to the point that you don't actually do, right? But know your stuff. And I think everybody kind of says that same thing. And part of acting is being. So then you got to really kind of study yourself, know who you are, know where you draw the line, know what you will and won't do, right? I mean, especially for women, and when you cute and popping in your 20s, honey, and everything fits on you, and it all looks right all the time, even after some donuts, you get offers, you know what I mean? And you have to decide what you will or won't do, because clearly, I mean, I could have been many a basketball baby mama, I could have been on many a casting couch and all other manner of things, I'm sure. I'm sure that I don't really have personality with it, so I don't get that many approaches. But I had some, opportunities that could have gone in a very bad direction. Again, leading back to that crack with bad teeth. But I didn't. I think you have to You have to just know what your standards are. Know what you
Yeah.
know. So know yourself and know your stuff.
Yeah, I think
That's
that's
what I'd
great
offer.
advice. Yeah, study, work out.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a nugget out to y'all just because we're having some fun too. I do want to say, this is valuable information that you're giving. And we have to be able to laugh at ourselves. Laughing is healing. It really is. And it's true. You have to work hard no matter, you're not going to escape that. No matter what you do, what industry you're in, work hard. And I think know thyself. Yes, know yourself. Yeah.
That's right.
That'll save you a lot of angst and a lot of trouble. And
Yep.
study, train, know yourself. Catching it from Areshia, I got it. Boom, boom. You go, dreamers. Catch that nugget. That's a huge one.
So I would suggest, for younger people, find out what your passion is. Find out something that you're good at, something that is unique to your skill set. Don't be a copy. You were born original. Don't die a copy. So important. And do the research. And I said, okay, you guys, you know what? You even know when, but you don't know why. Don't study. And they know everything. They tell you, and their whole mindset, in most cases, not all cases, but mostly, is based on theory, not based on application. Like, you're telling me how something is based on how it should be, based on, what you studied about what's happening now. Where did that come from? And then anytime I want to shut one of them down, I go, well, why is that the practice? Well, why did they do that? They can't even tell you, because it's about the research. It's
Right.
about, well, I saw it on the internet, or I saw it, or someone was talking about it. What did you experience? So I would suggest, to young people, put the work in, and want to last in the business and be able to invent yourself. You have to learn the basics first, and then you can shift from there. And if you want to be a DJ, you have to learn what your skill set is, you're good at. You have to be a lover of music and study the music, and then you have to master your equipment. That comes from practice.
It comes from practice. Well, on this show, you know what? I'm catching that nugget and I receive it, even for, doesn't matter what your age is or what industry, because dreams shift, they change.
Yeah, they do.
Sometimes people have a love of something and that changes, and they have a love for, so it doesn't matter what your age is. But for these young people, listen, let me just throw this nugget out to you that Charles is really so wise in saying. First, do what you love, because you're not going to be successful where you really need to be if you're not doing what you love and you're calling. Okay. So that's one thing. The next thing is research, find out. Maybe it's not, maybe you love it and then you find out, but maybe I can't make a career of it. Doesn't mean you have to stop, but research, find out, know every single thing about it. Okay. And then go out there and do it and learn and get a mentor like Charles. Boom, there's your nugget. Okay.
One of my friends this morning said something really powerful, I feel like, about allyship. And he said, being an ally is not something you proclaim yourself to be. It's something that is earned. And then the people within the community deem you an ally because of your actions, that we don't have all the answers. So one, we have to reach out to our community within our institution of Black folks. We have to do it.
Yes.
And then what comes with that is you have to be willing to be held accountable. And that's where the work is. It's holding them accountable. It's them being diligent and listening and acting.
I'm going to turn back to Ashes again.
Okay.
Because you really stepped out on faith. I know I kind of told you to.
Yeah, you did. Forced me to. Yeah.
I told her, quit your job.
Yes, she did.
We started writing this play together, and I said, quit your job and come here and let's finish the play.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? She quit her job And we finished the play, like you said, and the things that we wanted to do actually did manifest.
True.
So what gave you the courage? Because many people will stand on the edge, but they're too afraid to jump. So what gave you the courage? I mean, literally, you just packed up and you were here.
Yeah.
On my doorstep.
Yeah.
Well, not quite, but
Not
whatever.
quite. No, I mean, I gave up a lot. And I gave up a lot. Like, I quit a good job. I drove across state. Like, I sacrificed a lot to be here. And so even when I was tired or whatever, this dream was so big. You know, I had started working on what is now Ashes years, like right after I wrote the book. And then I got busy and I put it in a drawer. And it wasn't until I got sick. And then I was like, oh, I have this play. And then we reconnected.
Yeah.
So I had already pushed it to the side. And by the time we reconnected, I was working so hard. I was so desperate to live this dream, to be a creator, because I had given everything to domestic violence.
Yes.
And I had nothing to show for it, really. And so this, I would literally, and you know this, I would sit in meetings and my spirit would be jumping out of my skin because I just was like, I don't belong here. I need to be in New York City. I need to do this show. I need to bring this thing to life. And so once I made, but this is how I am anyway, once I make the decision, it's not hard.
Yeah.
And I don't look back. For me, I just could not put my dreams aside anymore.
Subscribe now to Dreamers Unite. Hit the blue bell for more uplifting, inspirational, encouraging, not just content, but really, I hope, tangible advice and hearing stories, again, that if they could do it, then I can too. Thank you, Dreamers, for joining me, and I will see you again next time.